Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel, and we're continuing on with the new China variants by featuring a double feature, and by a double feature I mean a quadruple feature, because I have both the China and Thailand releases of the Cruz Ramirez and Danny Swervez Rally Race 2-packs. Now, the Thailand one came from 2025, China from 2026, and they look nearly identical on the front, as you can see. The releases are quite different. We'll get into that, but the card back is pretty much the same. Moving on to the back, however, there is a difference. On the 2025 Thailand release, we have Seraphin Adam Rodriguez, along with Rally Race McQueen and Sick, whereas the new one has the pack in question instead of Seraphin Adam Rodriguez, likely because Seraphin Adam Rodriguez won't be coming back in 2026, but you know, that could change, because, you know, they make up the back of the cards as they go along. They only include the cards as they come out. So, I don't know. But if you want the pack, you should probably err on the side of caution and grab it now. Anyways, well, let's get right into it. I'll crack open the Thailand boys first. Or, I should say boy and lady first, and then we'll get to the China versions. I found that the Thailand packaging is far easier to open up, or the China packaging is far easier to open up. Like, yeah, see? Boom. Alright, well, there we have it, all out of the box. And let me set them up real quick, pan the camera down, so we can see what we're looking at. And I will start with the Thailand versions first. So, we'll start with Cruz here. She's this very light yellow. Actually, let me change things up a bit. We're going to be taking a look at Cruz first. So, the Thailand version is a very light yellow, whereas the China version is like this golden metallic yellow. And I gotta give a point to China. I think it matches the card art better, this golden metallic yellow. It does have a slight blemish on the hood, which kind of sucks, but it was the only one they had, so what can you do? The mouth expression, I do prefer Thailand's. I think it looks a bit more natural. I think the China one might be placed a little bit off. That might be why it's looking weird, but it just looks kind of weird to me. Other than that, pretty much the same. Moving along to the hood. On the hood here, you can see the decal on Thailand is more crisp. It's more pronounced, I would say. Whereas the China one doesn't really have that white outline around it. You can kind of tell what I'm talking about. So, it's a bit less pronounced, but I still like both of them. This point goes to Thailand for that. The expression is actually kind of different. Thailand Cruz looks just about the same as every other Cruz, whereas China kind of has a cocked eyebrow going on. I like that. I like that a lot. It differentiates her. On the roof here, the decals are pretty much the same. The Thailand might be a bit brighter red, but that might just be because of the yellow it's on. And the spoiler points go to China because the Thailand one is like this weird I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. It feels 3D on the spoiler, whereas the China one is just printed on. So, point goes to China. Moving along to the sides here, and again, you have the golden yellow as opposed to the just normal yellow here. So that makes the gray stand out a bit more on the China version. You have the contingency decals, pissing up combustor carbon cyber synergy, pissing up combustor synergy carbon cyber. Damn you, Maytel. Why did you have to change it up? But, yeah, they're more legible on the China version, I would wager, because the decals are less thick. Also, point goes to the Rally Race decal as well, because it's actually readable now. Radiator Springs Rally Race 200 as opposed to Radiator Springs 200. You can barely read the Rally Race text on the Thailand one, I'm sorry. The exhaust vents look better too, in my opinion, from China. It's just, they have a much more realistic look than the Thailand one. Also, the rims look a bit wider. I don't know if that's just me, but like the rim openings look a bit wider on the Sino one. It's probably just me. The dyno looks about the same, so not much to talk about there. So let's move on to the back here. Sino on the right, Thailand on the left. And again, the Rally Race decal is actually a bit more legible here on the Thailand version. And the Dinoco logo is about the same, so it's a bit grainier on the Thailand version than the Sino version, but the back is pretty much identical, minus the shades of color used. Right side is, say it with me folks, same as the left. If I had to pick a favorite of these two, it would be Sino, just because of that golden yellow color. Speaking of Sino, I feel like my favorite is going to be Sino Danny, because let's take a look at Danny. Starting away, you can tell that the purple is a very different color, whereas Sino Danny has like this metallic, deep purple. Thailand Danny has this still metallic-y, lighter purple, but it doesn't look as good in my opinion. The expression is pretty much identical. I would say Sino's looking up a bit more, like he's going, huh? Looking up at something, probably Sick Hicks committing an arson attack or something. Whereas the Thailand one, the Thailand one is just looking forward. Anyways, moving along here onto the hood, I will give points to both of them because the hood logos are clear on both of them. I can read them perfectly. Although I do like how the Sino version doesn't have a white outline around 200. Because the white outline is just kind of redundant. Actually, the white outline around the whole thing seems to be massively reduced. So good on Sino for that. The Octane Gain logo is also far more clearer on the darker colorway. Now, moving along, what is perhaps most interesting is that on the sides, his window color is completely different. On the Thailand version, he has this stupid window net, which, look, I get it. The NASCAR versions have the window net because the NASCAR cars in real life have window nets. That makes sense. What I want to know is why Danny here uses both his NASCAR number and the stupid window net. Because he's an anthropomorphic car, and if he's not racing in NASCAR, he shouldn't have it. And also, why does he have the fucking 99? Like, I'm gonna swear. Why does he have the 99? Why doesn't he have the 19? Because the other racers use their regular numbers. Like Cal Weathers, he uses the 42. He's not using the 45, which was Kyle Petty's last NASCAR number. I know Kyle drove the 42 in real life, but his last number was the 42, and Danny's not even driving the 99 anymore in real life. He's going to be driving the 7. But I digress. Whatever. The windows are black now, fully black, instead of having the window net and being gray. So I like that a lot. And again, the color looks very, very nice. I like the metallic purple on it. Moving along to the spoiler here. The decals it looks better on the Sino version, I'll admit. The Thailand one here. The orange frame around it doesn't look that great. The Sino version stretches across the whole spoiler, so it covers it nicely. Moving back to the side, as we intended, the rims do look about the same. The Sino ones look better from the front view, but, they have the same bubbly graininess on the inside, so point goes to neither of them. Sino version, the Octane Gain, ghost symbols on the side, are more harder to see than on the Thailand version. They're a bit clearer. But the Sino version's decal stretches all the way back to the rim, whereas the Thailand version has this sliver of purple. The Rally Race logo I do prefer on the Thailand version, since the white outline on the side helps it stand out, but the one on the Sino version looks good too. Contingency decals are Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon, Cyber, and Synergy, which I think Thailand did better, surprisingly. The exhaust vents look about the same on both of them. The Octane Gain logo is more pronounced on the Thailand version. The Z here looks better on the Sino version than the Thailand version, I would admit. And the logo back here looks about the same. The gas cap is far more pronounced on the China version up here than it is on the Thailand version, so that's interesting. Moving on to the rear here, let me zoom out. The rear is quite different. The Rally Race logo is far more pronounced on the China version, I would say, with it having a much more bolder outline. Other than that, look about the same, minus the colors, honestly. Right side is, say it with me folks, same as the left. And that will do it. So, which ones do I prefer for which characters? I'm just gonna have to say China overall. Yes, they both have their faults. Thailand did some things better than China, but the China colors win me over. I much prefer the golden yellow for Cruz and the deeper metallic purple for Danny. I think that will about do it for this video, guys. Let me know which ones you prefer, and if you like the Race and Rescue line at all. I think this is my first time, properly looking at it on the channel, and personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the line, but maybe you are. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye now!